What's going on, everybody? I'm Primal Liquid and welcome back to my 100% perfect walkthrough for Crisis Core Reunion. We're now on part number 5, and as you can see, I have now done my materia leveling. We've got a nice little health boost from the darkness materia, a nice little magic boost from status strike, and of course, you know, a small boost from Hellblizziger. However, now that Hellblizziger and Status Strike are both maxed, that means our normal attacks now have a very, very high chance to inflict poison, silence, stun, stop, and death. So we are going to be making use of that very shortly. And of course, our Trifundiger also now has 100% MP as well, giving us a grand total of 434 cap and 3100 health. This should be enough now to get through a good few levels. However, one of the things we can do as well is we can actually do a little bit of leveling. If you do actually want to do some leveling at this point, I'm not personally going to, like I will say that I'm not actually going to do any of the leveling right now, but I will show the method for if you want to and you start you start struggling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on with the missions. It's like we're going to aim to get all the 7-star, 8-star missions and so on and so forth completely done for this chapter so we can move on to chapter 3. But if you are getting stuck on like these 4-4 plus missions or, you know, the 4-5 missions, what you want to do is you want to actually increase Zach's level a little bit. Even though his stats don't actually go up all that much on levels, his health does. So if you do start struggling, go to mission 416, okay? You are going to need two things for this. First is a status strike materia, and the second is a Hell materia, preferably Hellblizziger, as the other ones don't actually inflict stun. So Hellblizziger does have an extra status as well. The main reason for this is we're going to be using Status Strike and Hellblizziger's Death effect. With a maxed out level on both, we can actually just keep running back and forth between them, and we can kill the Wutai Sergeants with insta-death, basically. With this method, we can get typically around like 11,000-12,000 EXP pretty much every couple of minutes. Now, it's not the best farm by any means. Don't get me wrong. It is not the best farm by any means necessary. However, it's not terrible either. You know, it's not completely terrible. Also, one of the things you can do is if I take Trifundiger off and throw Jump on instead, we can actually just spam Jump as well. So if we just jump really quickly, there we go. So we def 2 with that right there. So now we have a gap closer that instantly kills the targets. Unfortunately, the stage itself is really, really bad. And by bad, I mean there's no like really close enemy spawns together. We still have to run, you know, this little gap here, which is unfortunately a little slow. But at the very least, it's not overly terrible. You know what I mean? But yeah, just do this for like 10-20 minutes or something like that if you do need some levels. Obviously, you are going to kill them too fast for your DMW to actually spin. So even though you are getting the EXP, your levels are not actually going to go up while doing this method, okay? That is normal. That is normal. We are just stacking EXP right now. If you do want your levels to go up, there's a few ways you can actually do this. First is you just continue on with the missions as normal. Some of the fights will definitely take a bit of time, giving the DMW enough time to spin, so you can get your levels that way. Or you can just go sit in stage mission 111 for like 10-20 minutes as well, and just let your DMW spin in there. That is entirely up to you though. What I'm going to do personally is I'm just going to do this, you know, a couple more laps of this just to get a little bit of EXP. It's like we don't need a whole lot considering our materia is now maxed out. And then we're just going to go ahead and continue on the missions. With this, what I would ideally say is in order to get through the you know, the later 4-star missions, the later mission 4 section, what I would honestly recommend is getting around level 30, okay? 30 at a minimum. Ideally, you would sort of do this until about level 40. But I personally don't like going that high. It does mean the next couple of missions are going to be a little bit harder. Like, they are definitely going to be a little bit harder for sure. But it does also mean that then we have, you know, an extra 10 levels of wiggle room for, you know, some nice little tricks later on, such as material leveling with Moogle. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word there. I was gonna, like, for some reason I was just gonna randomly say magic pot farms, but no, it's not for magic pot farms. Obviously you can do magic pot farms with this, because when you have so much EXP banked up, the game basically forces you to get matching DMWs. And the reason for that is, normally, can you see, oops, wrong spot. Can you see how the DMW on screen says normal there? Well, that's basically gives us a 4.3% chance to get 3 matching faces, okay? Now, when our EXP is so high, the game basically sees that, and it's like, whoa, hang on, you have way too much EXP, you need to level up. You are way too low level for the amount of EXP you have. And so what it does is it basically bypasses that 4.3%, and it forces a matching DMW to give you a level up. And because of that matching DMW, you can use that to, you know, trigger extra Moogles, you can trigger extra magic pots, and so on and so forth. So that's why, you know, in the max level video I made, the guide to 99, that's actually why I said don't go to 99 straight away, because it does ruin later tricks. And those tricks just are, you know, magic pot and Moogle tricks. Most notably, though, it's going to be Moogle, because obviously by this point you should have already done your magic pot farm. Also, this is kind of like a nice little gil farm as well, for if you are struggling for gil. It's not a very good one. It is definitely not a very good one, but at the very least, if you're struggling to buy the Hal materia or Status Strike, if you just didn't get the gold rolling pins, then this also works for you. Right, so we've got quite a few kills now. We are level 24. I've probably got enough to get me around level 30 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a jump back off, and I'm going to throw Trifundiger on instead. And we're just going to go and do the boss now, and then we're going to carry on with missions. The reason I put Trifundiger back on is at max level, look at that damage. 15,000 damage just like that. It is incredibly, incredibly good. In fact, I think I'm going to get a level here as well. Let's see. Nope, no level. Oh, well, that's fine. So we'll just murder it instead. It's fine. And obviously, Hal Blizziger's doing a nice 8,000 damage as well. So as you can see, just from leveling up our materia, okay, just from leveling up our materia from the end of the last video, our damage is way, way higher. Both because of stats on the materia leveling up, but also because the materia levels themselves have gone up. Now, I know I said earlier on in the walkthrough that there's not really much point in leveling a materia. That is low-level materia, okay? There's not much point in leveling low-level materia. When it comes to higher-level materia, there is. It's kind of like, let's say, this is only hypothetical, by the way, these aren't exact numbers or anything like that, but let's say every level of a materia gives it an extra 10% power. Yeah? Now, let's say a normal fire materia is a base power of 10. Okay? So, that means then every level that we get on that materia is going to increase its power by 1. Because obviously 10% of 10% of 10 is 1. So, every level gives it 1 extra power. Whereas, let's say we do something like Electrocute. And let's say Electrocute's base power is 100. So then, every 10%, every level up, is 10 power. So once that gets to max, it is effectively an extra 50 power, if that makes sense. That's why the lower level materia just really is not worth leveling at all. But the higher materia definitely is. So like, the higher materia definitely gets some nice little increases for sure. Oh man, I was kind of hoping that Fire Rigger would hit to heal me. Ooh, don't kill me, don't kill me. Yeah, we'll just let that Fire Rigger hit me to fully heal me. That's kind of one of the benefits of using Wizard Bracelet. So good for healing. Right, this guy is going to be annoying. And the reason he's going to be annoying is look at the size of the battle arena. But, again, we're just going to do this pretty much like always. So we're just going to use Trifundiger at first to kill off the soldier. I'm not going to break the limit, am I? Oh, nice, I just broke it. Okay. We should actually be able to survive this without wall now because I broke that. Nope. Okay, so we do still need wall, unfortunately. Or I can just use the Auto Phoenix. That's also fine. It's like what I might have to do is I might have to take Status Strike off for barrier materia. Tomboy. How about that? So I just got to avoid his melee. Come on. Do some nice damage for me. Nah, only 3,000. I didn't think so. But yeah, we're basically just going to be doing hit and run tactics right now. It's like, ideally, we're going to get close enough to land all 3 blows with Trifundiger. But if not, it's fine. It's fine. We can still use just Howbliziger. Oh, I thought I dodged that. I'm going to have to get some high potions soon, though. Just for that little bit of safety. Alright, 3 MP, let's go. Come on, one more. One more. There we go. Yeah, so we only had to deal with 1 limit there. Kind of sucked that, you know, it did kill me, but what can you do? For the next stage, though, mission 446, we are absolutely going to need the barrier materia. Simply due to the fact that we're going to be fighting 2 of these guys. So what I'm going to do is, I am unfortunately going to lose some of my damage here, but I'm going to take Howbliziger off. And the reason I'm taking Howbliziger off, okay, is simply down to the fact I don't really care about, you know, the status in this next stage. But what I do care about is 1, survivability, and 2, we're going to need to get a quick kill on these guys, okay? So what we're going to do is we could throw barrier on, but I'm not going to. Instead, we're actually going to use gravity. It's like we'll use barrier after this stage, but 446, both bosses are actually like not immune. I was going to say immune there for some reason, but no, they are not immune to gravity. So we're essentially, what the plan is going to be is we're going to spam gravity on them a few times, and then we're pretty much just going to go all out with Trifundiger. So gravity is going to do the full damage, which is going to be 9,000. Actually, wait, no, because Trifundiger will still do more than that, so there's no point in using gravity. I don't know why. I had this in my head that I had dual cast, so we were going to do like 18,000 damage. Yeah, we're going to take gravity off, and I'm going to go for barrier. What level's my HP, actually? It's only 20%, so it's only 300. Yeah, there's no point in using that, unfortunately, so we will have to use barrier. I thought it already maxed out my HP materia, but I guess not. Also, what you can do as well is you can take off the wizard bracelet if need be, and you can use, you know, something else. So, for example, if you are really struggling, you can use another Shinra Beta, or what you can do is you can also use the Shinra Alpha, which is 40 VET, and you can also do stage 116, or is it 126? 126, using a Mog's Amulet, and then when you kill the boss at the end, you can actually get another Shinra Alpha to drop. Well, as for me, I'm just going in with the Shinra Beta Plus and Wizard Bracelet. We're going to see how it goes with Barrier. If I get one shot, then I'm going to put a second Shinra Beta on. But until then, we're just going to see how this goes. It's like, this is probably one of the harder stages that we're going to have to do. It's not the hardest. The hardest stage that we're going to have to do this chapter is 4, 5, 6. That one is pretty freaking brutal. But for now, we can at least get a rough ballpark of where we are. Okay? Hopefully, though, the barrier materia and my current health will be enough. Also, what I will say is, if you are struggling with these missions in Chapter 2, don't worry. Just go on to Chapter 3, you know, finish off Chapter 2 and go to Chapter 3, and then you can get an extra 2 materia slots. Those extra 2 materia slots will basically allow you to massively inflate your HP even more. But again, that one is entirely up to you. It's like, me personally, I like doing everything as soon as possible, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Also, fun fact, this stage right here, yeah, it's not going to break. Darkness, no, wrong one, barrier, I'm dead. I'm dead. That was a big dumb moment from me there. I hit the wrong ability. And because I just lost my Phoenix down as well, well, first things first, let's just see if we can survive with barrier. Ah, he actually used it as well, brilliant. Right, let's see if we can survive this. We should be able to. 2,500, yes, we can. Okay, sweet. So because we can survive that now, all we have to do is basically run around with barrier on. The minute barrier falls or our health falls, we're just going to use a potion. And then we're just going to play hit and run tactics with this. It's like we're going to use one Tri-Fundiger, we're going to move, we're going to use a Tri-Fundiger, and then we're going to move, and so on and so forth. And the whole fight is literally just going to come down to spamming Tri-Fundiger and dodging, basically. That's literally all we are going to do here. And the first one's nearly dead as well. But yeah, what I would also say is you can actually get some pretty good materia from stealing from these guys. So, first one drops, I want to say it's Magic Punch. The second one drops Hammer Punch. Not drops, sorry, steals. You do need to have the steel materia though, which you unfortunately can't get in Chapter 2. The first time we can get a steel materia, I want to say, is a mission in Chapter 3. It's going to be mission 8-4 something or 8-3 something. Can't remember off the top of my head, but it's not that difficult to get. We can get it pretty quickly in the start of Chapter 3. Well, not the start of Chapter 3, sorry. It's the Mocha Reactor in Chapter 3. So pretty much once we unlock the ability to do the vast majority of missions in Chapter 3, that's when we're going to get steel materia, and that's where we're going to come back here. And the reason we're going to come back here is I want a bunch of Hammer Punch materia, okay? The reason I want Hammer Punch materia is we can use that to get a very easy, costly punch. Alright, there's the first one, Dad. And there's the second. Kind of a shame I had to use my my auto life, but it is what he says. At the very least, though, we got the Moon Bracer. So now that we have the Moon Bracer, okay, we are going to use that simply due to the fact we don't always need the Wizard Bracelets, mainly for bosses. So with the Moon Bracer, we're going to swap the Wizard Bracelet out for that. And the reason for that is it keeps barrier on permanently, and that means we can then replace this barrier materia with our Hal Blizziger for a little bit of extra stats. Or, alternatively, you could use, you could get another status strike to get an extra 25% magic. You could level up a status ward, which we are going to. And the main reason for that is we just need to get some levels on that right now. That's going to come in handy later, okay? We don't need that right this instant, but we are going to need death immunity later. So getting that as high level as possible is just so important, basically. It's like the higher level we have that when we need it, the better. It's kind of like status strike. The higher level, the more chance it's got of actually activating. And obviously, we can also go and farm darkness materia with that, simply due to the fact it will give us, there we go, neutralize the commander. Right, let's go. Alright, so now we are up to the 8-star missions, guys. The 8-star missions. This now is where things are going to be difficult, okay? These missions were never really designed to be done this early, okay? So if you are, as I said earlier, if you are struggling, just go to Chapter 3 and then do it. Get your soldier promotion. Oh, wall materia. What stat is on that? Wall. What stat is it? No stat. Okay, never mind. I was kind of hoping it would have something good for me. But yeah, if you are struggling, just advance on. And you'll be fine. It's a shame we don't have materia fusion just yet. Otherwise, we could actually get electrocute right now. God, I love Tri-Fundiger. It's so good. Tri-Fundiger's so good, man. It's like, we slaughtered those guys. Also, fun fact, one of the bosses there, his rare drop is actually a Fire Rigger materia. So if you really want to, you could actually just go ahead and get that there as well. Alright, next one. 452 Platinum Bangle. We're not going to use the Platinum Bangle though. Likewise, we're not going to use any of the item rewards from this stage either. It's like, I think we get like an AP up materia, and I can't remember if it's like Curiga or Regen. It's one of the two though. Yeah, so Regen materia, we don't need that. We already have one from the very start of the game. And then there's the other chest. I'm kind of hoping though that we do actually get a Firiga drop. Just for the simple fact, there are some enemies. Not Firiga, sorry. I want the Thundiga drop from one of them as well. Also, try and keep these stun locked if you can. They do have death shot, so if you can't keep them stun locked, that is exactly what happens. Well, I tried. It's fine. No! Ooh, this is bad. Okay, never mind, we're fine. Man, I always hate the Wutai soldiers. They're so fast. It's a shame I didn't get any of the Gar spells, though. The Colonel can drop Thundiga, and the Chief can drop Firiga. Just a shame. Nice, next mission. We are coming up to the really hard one now, though, as well, which really sucks. In fact, I need to go get another re-raise. See, this is why you should always do your missions in Shinra HQ. Just so important. Because then you can just you can just constantly replenish your auto raises. Also, fun fact, we are actually coming up to getting a free Goblin Punch materia as well. And then we'll also be coming up to getting our first Electrocute materia. The minute we get Electrocute, we're getting rid of Tri-Thundiga. Simply due to the fact we don't actually have enough slots to equip it with at the minute. Once we actually get to the next chapter and we do get more materia slots, I will be using both Tri-Thundiga and Electrocute. There's no special reason for that. The only reason we'll actually have Tri-Thundiga on is simply due to the fact I want the MP boost, basically. Okay? That's the only reason we'll be using Tri-Thundiga there, just for the 100% MP bonus. Electrocute, once we get it in stage 455, is pretty much going to be our main damage ability. Simply due to the fact we can kind of abuse it, okay? We can abuse the fact that it is AoE, but also that it can hit enemies multiple times, especially larger enemies. So the larger enemies will actually be getting hit like 4 or 5 times. So the minute we actually get that, we'll be able to really just crush a lot of the limit breaks, basically. And that's gonna really massively open up our survival chances. For now, though, we don't really need it just yet. Right, let's see how this goes. I might... Yeah, I should have put thingy on there. I should have put the barrier ring on. That, and I should have dodged back first as well. Alright, there we go. No, they have death. See, this is one of the reasons why we needed Status Sword. Because these guys do actually have Death Shot. Oh, and they use Graviga. There's Death Missile, don't hit me. Right, we'll kill him off. So again, we're just gonna play this safe. It's like we're just gonna try and keep them stun locked if we can. Ooh, I got way too cocky there. He was literally about to murder me. Oh well, it's fine. We killed it. That's all that matters, right, guys? That's all that matters. Right, next stage. And this one, we're going to get a fun materia in this one as well. We're going to get Goblin Punch. We can't really do anything with it just yet, because Goblin Punch on its own is kind of bad. Goblin Punch isn't really that amazing on its own, but we can turn that into like Magic Punch and Costly Punch, basically. So once we get one of them, ideally Magic Punch, just because that's only MP that it uses instead of your HP. Once we get that, we're going to have basically a guaranteed 9,999 damage attack, no matter what, basically. And that's going to help us with a few later stages in Chapter 3. So once we finish this chapter and that, we can get to Chapter 3. We can unlock pretty much all the hardest missions. Once we do that, we are going to need some barrier piercing skills. So, you know, magic punch, costly punch. I think ultimate bypasses barriers as well. But ultimate is honestly just a truly terrible, terrible ability. So I really don't recommend using that one. But, you know, it's there if you really want to, I guess. Yeah, we are going to start needing the barrier abilities soon. Yeah, let's see how this goes. 4 of them again. As long as I can keep them stun locked, we'll be okay. But I am going to run out of MP very soon. No! Okay, we're fine. So you've always got to worry as soon as you see that death come up, just dodge. Just dodge like your life depends on it. Okay, and there's Goblin Punch. Alright. 2 more stages. And this one is where we're actually going to get electrocuted as well. Now, we are going to have a little bit of a problem here, guys, okay? Problem being, we're on 9-star missions now. But also, the next mission, okay, the next mission is going to be the hardest one by far. It's like, once we actually get through that next stage, okay, we have done the hardest mission this entire run. It's like 4, 5, 6, when doing, if you do all missions as early as possible, okay, 4, 5, 6 is above and beyond the hardest mission. Because you have to do it in Chapter 2 if you're doing it as early as possible. So you do only have like 4 materia slots, you only have 2 accessory slots, and you don't have access to materia fusion. If you do manage to do it in Chapter 2, congratulations, that is literally the hardest stage. Right, so we did just get electrocute, and if we take a look at that right now, it's got MP 20%, which unfortunately is not very good for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Status Ward off right now, simply due to the fact we're going to dodge their death stuff anyway. And also, I could actually use Aerial Drain as well if I wanted to. Aerial Drain wouldn't actually be a bad ability. It's not that strong, but it would, you know, refill our health pretty easily. So that's also a possibility if you really want to. But I'm going to use Electrocute, mainly due to the fact it's really high damage. And then we're just going to go into the fight as normal. The only problem is it might not be as good because I've not leveled it. No, it's still pretty strong actually. As you can see, it does massive damage. We do still have to dodge, obviously. We still have to do a lot of dodging. Come on. There we go. Just had to wait for his attack to get baited first. Just don't hit me, don't hit me. Yeah, even level 1, it still deals insane damage. 9,500 damage a hit. Obviously, for little enemies like that, it's not going to be super amazing or anything. Simply down to the fact that it can only hit them like once or twice if you are lucky. For the larger enemies, though, yeah, larger enemies get absolutely crushed by that skill. Right, so let's go. Hardest mission in the run. Also, we are going to unlock Magical Punch now. Once we do this stage, we get Magic Punch. Ideally, like, you know, you would swap over to that only as needed. But it will be an incredibly good skill for some boss stages in Chapter 3. Simply due to the fact it's pretty much a guaranteed, like, 9,999 damage. So, oh, I did not want that to happen. He's using Death Missile. Yeah, use Fire Rigor. I don't care if you use Fire Rigor or not. It's like, Fire Rigor doesn't bother me. I just absorb that anyway. I didn't want to use my MP there, though, so I'm gonna have to heal that in a minute. At the very least, though, I did get another gold rolling pin. I don't really need the Gil, but I do have the Gil Toss Materia for if things start going sideways. I could use that to get through, you know, a stage or two. It's just a shame that it would use literally all of my Gil. Granted, at the minute, we don't really need Gil. Like, we've already bought the materia we need to. We've already bought the accessories we need to. So we don't actually really need much Gil. The next time we're going to really need it is going to be... we can buy the Genji Helm for 1,000,000 Gil in Chapter 3. Other than that, we can kind of just use it to buy, like, dual class materia for SP conversion. But that one's entirely, you know, that one's entirely up to you if you want to or not. Right, okay. This, guys, is the hardest fight this run, okay? This is going to be the hardest fight all run. So, let's see if I get lucky here. It's like, this is going to be a lot of dodging right now. Yep, see, I got deafed instantly. Now, obviously, you can use Status Ward for this fight. I'm trying to avoid that if possible, but I might have to use it, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to use the limit as well. The reason we're using the limit is just because it freezes them for like a split second. Yeah, you use Fire Grommy, that's fine, buddy. Death Missile, we want to dodge. It's like we're just going to keep dodging for now. It's like get a hit in every now and again. Nope, I got Death Missiled. Unfortunately, it does happen. So you can use Status Sword if you really want to. I'm just going to try and be cocky though and do it without. If we die again, then yeah, I'm going to swap over to it. Oh, he didn't get stunned. Well, it is what it is. We're probably going to die here, to be honest. Let's see how this goes. No, I got Death Missiled again. Yeah, so I'm probably going to have to throw that on. It's fine. So we'll just review equipment and try again. Surprisingly, though, I'm not actually going to take Electrocute off for this. I'm going to take Darkness off. Yes, we are going to lose a big chunk of health. That's fine. Don't worry about that, okay? The main reason we're taking Darkness off here is because even with the extra health, I'm going to die. Okay, I'm gonna die even with the extra health, so it doesn't really matter all that much for us. What does matter though is my Status Ward is only level 1 because I've not actually leveled it. So this might not actually be that beneficial. Yeah, see, we got insta death there because my Status Ward's only level 1. If that was leveled up, then we'd have died to the bullet damage, but we wouldn't have died to death. Well, to be fair, we might have. Yeah, see, we got NG'd. I really should have leveled up my Status Ward. In fact, I'm going to take that off because my health is just too low, even with it. So we're going to have to do this the dangerous way. And by dangerous, I mean we're going to cheese the ever-living crap out of this. So I'm going to throw on Aerial Drain. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it should allow us to pretty much just sort of stay alive quite easily. So it's like, we're just gonna, no, they deaf me. Basically, the idea is, every time I see death come up, we're gonna use Aerial Drain. And that's gonna allow me to home in on them a little bit. We're going to avoid, oh, let me get all 4 together, come on. Nope. I got too cocky there. But yeah, with Aerial Drain, what we can do is we can essentially dodge their death missiles, using that as a gap closer. I just want to try and get all of them together. If I can get all of them together, I can stun lock them all together. I was too close. I didn't give myself enough time to dodge energy there. That and they don't want to move, unfortunately. Come on, just start stun locking them all. Start stun locking them all. Nah. That's kind of the problem with Electrocute. I think I'll just do Tri-Thundiger instead. I hate Death, man. But yeah, unfortunately, this is literally, as I say, the hardest stage in this entire run, okay? Because we're doing it early, this is by far the hardest mission. Just let's keep them all stun-locked if possible. No. I missed him with Electrocute. I should have just stayed with Tri-Thundiger there. I mean, I should say, you can use Phoenix Downs for this as well if you want. Obviously, I used them earlier, though. And ideally, I wouldn't use them here anyway. Because I honestly think it's a waste. Like, I do honestly think it's a waste. That was dumb. I jumped straight into 2 of them. That, and unfortunately, now we've got one all the way over there who's going to avoid the stun lock. And somehow avoided the Tri-Thundiger. Alright. See, this is just one of those stages where you're just going to have to repeat it a few times. Once you do actually... God damn it. Once you do actually manage to kill one of them, though, the pressure you face is so much lower, it is unreal. Yeah, it's fine. Just kill me. I died instantly there anyway, so... my chances of doing it that time would have been slim to none. If I lose Phoenix down, like, straight away, I'm pretty much screwed. Come on. Just group up a little, group up a little. No, they still got me. God damn it. It's like Death Missile is just the hardest one to avoid. I might actually have to go and start working on my status immunity. My status ward. Level that up a little and then get more health. It's like I could throw barrier on as well, just to try and survive the damage, but just one of those things, you know. I shouldn't have attacked that. I should have run as soon as I saw the death missile. There's just one of those unfortunate stages, you know. There's no secret strategy or anything like that for it. It is just gonna take time. It's gonna take time and it's gonna take attempts, you know. It's like you could also use something like damn. You could also use something like gravity if you wanted to, because gravity does work on them. Which, you know what, thinking about it, I might actually start doing, to be fair. Please let me use this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I really want to use that limit break because one used Death Missile and the other used energy. At least this now cancels that. And we got them stunned for a little bit. It's like we're not going to kill any during this Tri-Thundiger spam, but we should at least weaken them. Not enough MP, damn. Oh, you son of a... I had two of them nearly dead then as well. Oh, man. If I managed to kill two of them there, that would have made it so much better. I should have used the jump ability.
Activating combat mode.
Right, there we go. I've got two of them. No, three of them locked. I'm out of MP, though. Energy got me. Okay, though, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, he's using Death Missile right next to me. No. I rolled into that. Oh, man. I do not miss doing this stage. It's like this stage and then the cactus stages were the ones that gave me the most trouble, even on my first run. It's like the cactus stage that does 10,000 needles. Ooh, that was a nasty one. That was a really nasty one because there's 3 cactus on a small little area. So imagine this where we're dodging around the death missiles. Yeah, imagine dodging 3 little cactus using 10,000 needles. Not fun. No, I don't want to lock onto that one. Okay, one dead, one dead, one dead. No, you son of a... Oh, man. Energy is so fast. Energy is just so fast. Oh, as I say, this stage is like infinitely easier if you do it on... Okay, that was weird. This stage is infinitely easier if you just do it in the next chapter. The only reason this stage is so hard is because we're trying to do it so early. Come on, let me just kill one of them. If I can kill one of them, it's going to be... Okay, one's dead. There we go. But I'm out of MP. And I rolled into it. I rolled too soon. I need to have my ether pretty much pre-selected, unfortunately.
Activating combat mode.
I keep forgetting to do it. Wrong button. I missed him. I was really hoping Tri-Thundiger would stun the death missile then. Unfortunately not. See, it would be easier if we had more MP as well, because then we could just keep spamming. It's like the longer we keep them locked down for, the better. But, yeah, it is what it is. Well, crap. Yeah, I might have to actually put gravity on. Lower their health a lot faster. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. I just can't remember if gravity actually stun locks them or not. Let's just see if it does. Equipment, aerial drain, we'll take that off. Where's my gravity? Gravity. Yeah, I can't actually remember if this stun locks them or not. So we're gonna have to see on this one. Okay, it doesn't seem to stun lock them. It is doing, you know, a lot more damage than our Tri-Thundiger was, but that's normal because it's gravity. Yeah, it's not stun locking them. So, I mean, it is doing more damage, but it's not stun locking. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So, like, as long as I can get my dodges in, we'll be fine. Death Missile got me. See, it just sucks the layout they have as well. Like, you dodge the one in front of you, you get hit by the one at the side. You dodge the one at the side, you get hit by the one at the front. Because it's like, no matter which way you dodge, you're basically dodging in a line for one of them. It's like, as long as the fight doesn't start with Death Missile, then it's not too bad. Other than when they just run straight up to you like that. Although, then again, I might be able to... If I lock onto him, I might be able to keep him all stun locked with Tri-Thundiger. Which I can. Using the Electrocute. Come on, kill one of them. Oh, we got null physical. Okay, sweet. Null physical. We're gonna kill him as quickly as we can with that. Dude, you gotta love it when a DMW works for you. You've gotta love it when the DMW is on your side, man. Oh, that null physical came in clutch. What I will say, though, is the null physical does not protect you against death, okay? So you still need to dodge death. But there we go. 4, 5, 6 is done. That is the hardest stage in this run, okay? Now that we've done that, we're actually basically done with missions, believe it or not. That was the hardest one that we would possibly have to do. So let's go. Let's just go get another re-raise, just, you know, because. And then we can just sort of quickly finish up the other missions that we have to do. But that is the hardest one done, guys. That is the hardest one done now. So all we actually have to do is 3 more missions, and then we can move on. Like, that's all we have to do. We can do mission 811 and 812 now, so let's go quickly get them done. 811 is going to be unlocking Ifrit, which is going to be ridiculously easy. We don't care about that. It's like, we're going to absolutely nail this one. And then once we do 811 and 812, that's actually us done with missions for chapter 2. And then we can just go ahead and you know, go do the story, basically. Go to Benora and all that. It's like, this now is basically... We're basically done. We're basically done with missions. But if you do manage to beat 4, 5, 6, congratulations. You've just beat the hardest mission in this game. Well, this run. Only because we were doing it early, though. That's the only reason it's the hardest. It's like doing all the dodging and surviving and that. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. I mean, as you saw, it took me God knows how many attempts. And in the end, we had to rely on a null physical from the DMW. But as I say, if you are struggling with that stage, don't worry. You know, if you aren't getting lucky with the DMW, don't worry. Just advance on and do it later instead. It's like there's no point stressing yourself out over it. It's like, just come back in chapter 3 and do it once you get 6 materia slots. Plus, you'll also have materia fusion as well, so your materia stats will be infinitely higher as well. Right. Actually, should we do 641? I don't think we should. I'm just trying to think if we actually need to. Like, I might leave that until the next one, maybe. I can't even remember what the boss is in 6-4. You know what? I think we can give it a try. I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it, but you know, we'll give it a try anyway. Oh wait, is this the mover stage? This might be movers.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, I did not want that fight. Oh god, it's Thunderbirds as well, actually. Yeah, let's flee from that. They're not going to be nice to fight. It's like we definitely don't want to fight them. We can get Thunderger materia from them, but sprint shoes. Yeah, I think this is the mover stage. That's not ideal. I don't actually know if I can beat movers yet, to be honest. Then again, I do actually have Magic Punch, don't I? There's no chest down there. Yeah, I do have Magic Punch, which I could use for them. I might have to actually do that, to be honest. Yeah, let's use Magic Punch instead of Darkness. Where is it? Magic Punch. Does give me a nice chunk of MP as well. Also, if you actually completely max out Magic Punch, it's a really nice MP booster early on. Right, let's see how this goes.
Combat mode.
Yeah, using Magic Punch is fine. There we go. Oh, nice. Magic Punch actually leveled up. Sweet. So there's a little bit more MP for us. Right, should we actually do the other stages? I mean, I suppose we could, right? Like, yeah, we might as well do them. It's like, it doesn't really matter if we do them now or later. We've got Magic Punch, which is kind of all we really need, you know? Alright, so that's where the boss is, so we're gonna go this way for the treasure chests first. Oh, the bridge. Is it gonna force me into a battle on the bridge? It probably is, isn't it?
Activating combat
Yeah. Oh, screw that, man. Come on. Okay, there we go. Whew. Bird enemies are always so freaking evil, man. They are always so freaking evil. Oh, we got a Hellblizziger. I don't really need a Hellblizziger, though. We already have one, man. Come on, game. Give me something I can use, please. Nah, we're not really gonna get any good rewards now until like the next chapter.
Activating combat
Right, we're gonna use Electrocute here on these just to kill the Sahagan Chiefs, and then we're just gonna use Magic Punch for the mover. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Thank you.
resolved.
At least we're getting a nice amount of SP. Granted, we don't really need the SP just yet, but we can actually make use of that later as well. Also, fun fact, in this next stage, we're going to get a materia called Power Attack, okay? Do I still need... No, I still have re-raise. What am I doing? We're going to get a materia called Power Attack. Power Attack is really, really good in the next chapter because it means we can use that for materia fusion to get some way better materia. What I will say as well, though, is this stage is actually super, super easy to complete. The bosses here is just going to be the Sahagan Chiefs. And with that, we can just spam Electrocute. You know how...
Combat mode.
yeah, we're going to run away from that. Please don't hit me! Okay, that's fine. You know how we killed the two Sahagan Chiefs just with Electrocute, with, you know, one hit? That is literally what we are going to do in a minute, basically. It's like, we're just going to use Electrocute once. It's going to kill all the Sahagan Chiefs. We're going to be perfectly fine. Nice little chunk of SP again. Left or right? Left, because that's where the treasure chest is. And then we can pretty much go for the boss. Yep, we can go for the boss now. Alright.
Combat mode.
Oh no, this might be bad. The bird might kill me. Oh wait, no, I've got Wizard Bracelet. What am I doing? I have Wizard Bracelet on. Duh. Oh, but the movers can kill me. Movers can kill me and Thunderbird can kill me. Oh, let's just use it. Oh, I was going to use Ifrit then as well. Shame. Oh well. Right, let's heal. Oh, I am healed. MP is max. Very nice. Yeah, we're just going to start this with Electrocute. There we go. See? Super easy fight. Anything weak to electric. Oh, we actually got a Blizzard drop as well. Very nice. But yeah, anything weak to lightning now is just going to get absolutely murdered with no problem, okay? It is just going to get absolutely decimated now. Simply due to the fact Electrocute is incredibly... Oh, we're going to need Neebles. Okay. But yeah, Electrocute is an incredibly potent materia. Oh, wait, no. Oh, shit. I think I know which stage this is. This might be the Griffin stage. I think this is the Griffin stage. If this is Griffin, we're going to have a bit of trouble. Who's the boss? Shit. Okay, yeah, it's Griffin. Yeah, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble here, unfortunately. Also, try and avoid as many random encounters as you can. The random encounters in this stage, one of them can be the Wired, which is like the Grandhorn, where it has like ridiculously high defense, basically, and he has barrier on. So that fight can take forever. Unless you have Magical Punch, in which case, hey, go nuts. But the problem's going to be Griffin. Griffin's going to be really freaking mean. I'm not looking forward to this. Right. Okay. We're just kind of gonna have to go for it, unfortunately. There's really not much we can do here. Alright, we'll kill the Sahagin Chief. Reduced. Don't hit me with energy. Magical Punch leveled up again. Very nice. In fact, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. No you don't. God damn it. I hate this mob, man. I hate this mob with a passion. The Griffins are always so freaking bad. It's like when trying to do it early, they're so bad anyway. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay, there we go. God, I hate the Griffins. It's like just the energy spell is bad enough. And can we do the next one? I think we can do the next one. I know one of these stages actually has a whatchamacallit, the Grand Horn, which we aren't going to be able to do until we actually get Costly Punch. I can't remember which stage it is though. But yeah, one of them is going to be next to impossible to do, unfortunately. Although saying that, we are actually also going to unlock the next leveling stage soon, 946. But we don't have Blast Wave, so we can't really do anything with that. It's like we need Materia Fusion for that one. Alright. Shining Bracer, so that's going to be M Barrier. We don't really care about that, though. M Barrier is kind of pointless. Thankfully, as well, no treasure chest this stage, so we can just go through. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to abuse Magical Punch here.
Activating combat mode.
It's like, as long as we dodge their physical hits, we'll be fine. Not like that. Not like that at all. It's like, I was kind of hoping they were just going to spam Tri-Thundiger on me, because yes, they can use Tri-Thundiger. Like that, because then they can fully heal me. We just have to be careful of their melee hits. We need to heal. Well, we need to heal our MP anyway. But yeah, as long as we can keep our distance and just Magical Punch them, we'll be fine. No, don't use Twin Claws, man. Go back to using spells on me, please. So I just use spells and then I can happily murder you, no problem. Oh, okay, that was really lucky. I thought he was going to be stunned longer from the limit break, but apparently not. Apparently not. Right, now that we're up to the Scissor Cheatons, though, I'm actually going to stop doing missions now, simply due to the fact there's no point in continuing them on just yet. What I want, okay, what I really want right now is to get Blast Wave. So for that, we are going to need Materia Fusion. So unfortunately, we are going to have to do whatchamacallit? Chapter 2. To get materia fusion. Because the reason for that is once we actually get through to the next stage, 646, I'm actually going to use that stage for farming some crystal gloves. So like we're going to use that to farm a bunch of gil. In fact, I never actually looked at nibble accessories, did I? Adds death to attack. Yeah, that's kind of pointless. We don't really need any of these at all. Safety bit is nice, but yeah, we have other ways to protect against death. So yeah, there's nothing really there that we want to buy. There's no point in me buying any of this stuff either. I could buy another status strike for magic boosting, but it's fine. Right, so as I say, we could do more missions right now. Honestly, there's not much point. It's like we're gonna do 646 a lot later anyway, so we'll just leave that one until the next chapter. So for now, let's go ahead and actually go back to the story, shall we? Although I am actually going to change my equipment around a little bit, just because I don't really need this stuff right now. So Status Strike can come off for Status Ward, just so we can actually start leveling that up. Trifundiger can come off, because I don't really need, you know, super huge amounts of MP. We want to start leveling some other materia up right now. Firstly, we're obviously leveling Magic Punch. But there are a few others that we can level now as well. So what we can work on is, obviously we got a few Blizzigers, we can level that up. I don't really recommend that though. There's Wall, which you can level up as well. Wall is going to be quite important later. You can level up the Howl spells for materia fusion later. You can do the same for Quake and Gravity. We are going to need multiple gravities later for materia fusion, but for now I'm just going to throw on another Trifundiger, simply due to the fact we want to level that up as well for materia fusion. So yeah, for now, let's go, shall we? So in order to carry on with the story, if I'm not mistaken, I think we need to go and speak to Tseng in the briefing room. Did I get another auto live? I did. Okay, so let's go. Soldier floor. But yeah, so now we're just gonna head on over to Benora for the actual story section of this chapter, and then we'll be in chapter 3 where we get materia fusion and all that. But though, everybody, I am afraid to say Benora is going to be in the next one, because I'm going to be ending this one right here. Still though, I do hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I hope it's helped you if you are stuck on any of the missions shown in this video. If it did, then please be sure to smash that like button, and of course drop a comment down below. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more content. As always though, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.